Welcome to the Nostalgia Test Podcast, the show where two longtime friends put their mainstream pop culture past to the ultimate test, the Nostalgia Test. Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of the Nostalgia Test Podcast. I'm Dan Dissinger here in LA, and I'm here with my longtime friend and co-host, Manny Coelho there in New York. Manny, how are you tonight on this fine evening? About to get crazy?
Dude, I'm feeling really good today. Thank you. Thank you for the great introduction. Not thinking that you were in New York this time, but you got it. All right, listen.
Oh, man.
Guys, welcome to the Nostalgia Test. This is where Dan and I put our pop culture past to the test. The ultimate test, our nostalgia test. That means me and you decide whether or not something stays nostalgic or passes it and we still enjoy it till this day, or it goes into what we love to call the Three Musketeers bar, or take off your pants and jacket section. If you don't know what we're talking about, that means it's your first time here and you need to go check out those episodes.
That's right.
The Blink-182 episode and the Candy Bar episode.
You'll get a real understanding of what is truly bad. Totally
Terrible.
horrible.
You guys can argue. Guess what? You have a chance to comment. Email us. Tell us what you think we tested wrong, or give us a suggestion to test. How do you do that? Dan will let you know now.
Go to the nostalgiatest.com and hit the subscribe button. At the top, you'll see a form that's actually suggest a test, and to join the email list, do that. Be part of the conversation. Be part of the Nostalgia Test Podcast revolution. Be part of the team, because we're looking to take over this game. Follow us on Instagram at the Nostalgia Test, and on Facebook at the Nostalgia Test, and on Twitter at Nostalgia Test, and be part of the conversation. We love hearing everyone's comments. But today, Manny, we have a quite an interesting episode.
Today's test, first time we're going to do this kind of test, and it's gross toys. I had a tough time with this, Dan, because when I was a kid, where would you go? First of all, to get any toys, especially gross toys. Where are you going?
Probably KB Toys, or if you go into any drugstore or something like that, I would see some of this.
But more than likely, it's KB Toy Stores or Toys R Us, which both don't exist anymore.
No.
Especially on Long Island.
No, they don't exist here either in LA.
I had to go and get my sister involved on this one.
Oh,
because she has two kids. And then my nieces and nephew were very curious about what the heck the nostalgia test was. They were wondering why a 40-year-old man was asking for gack, silly putty, silly string, and Play-Doh.
Yeah.
And that's what we're reviewing today, guys. Holy nostalgia. Dan,
oh, man.
This was fun. My sister definitely said that she basically bought me a Easter basket.
That's right.
And said that if you're not going to open all these, you could give them back to your niece. Your niece is the one that bought them. I got yelled at about one of them, so I'll bring that up when we get to it. But we're going to first do the silly putty. So
That's
Dan,
right.
You were able to get the classic one. I did not.
Classic silly putty, and I got the variety pack because I couldn't find just one. I couldn't find just the.
Do they even sell just one of anything anymore?
I don't think so. I think it's just all packs. It's all variety packs. It's all bundles.
Yeah, they want to make more money all in one shot.
Yeah.
Because I remember silly putty came in that one egg shape.
Yeah.
And that's why I used to get it for Easter.
That's right.
It'd be one of the things you found. Yeah, there you go. I like it. The only way I can get it, what I have into that, is I have to shape it into the egg shape. I'll do that to you. That doesn't really look like an egg either.
Looks like a meteorite.
Yeah. Well, mine is it's called Thinking Putty, and it's Crazy Errands, Color Shock, Thinking Putty, Coral Reef is the color in which they called mine. I agree with you. This kind of looks like space.
Yeah, mine looks
got the.
I don't know what you would call this. It looks like eraser.
See, from here it looks like human skin of a Caucasian person.
Yeah, it's like if we were making a white person. And you...
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so what is the point of silly putty? Is it that silly?
I don't know. I mean, it's it's doing stuff. I mean, I'm like, I feel like you squeeze it, you shape it. A little bit about Silly Putty from the
Yes,
Wikipedia
please
page.
fax that.
It's a toy based on silicone polymers that have unusual physical properties that it bounces, but it breaks when given a sharp blow, and it can also flow like a liquid. It contains a viscoelastic liquid silicone, a type of non-Newtonian fluid, which makes it act as a viscous liquid over a long time period, but as an elastic solid over a short time period. It was originally created during research into potential rubber substitutes for use by the United States in World War II. So there we go. Once again, when the US is trying to figure out like some sort of weapon or some sort of thing for war, they came up with a toy. Interesting. So that's like a little bit about Silly Putty. I don't know what else you do with it. I know when I was a kid, what I would do with it is like pick up the comics, right, on it.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
I tried that, and I don't think they make the newspapers the same way because I couldn't pick up any sort of thing off of it. Now, I
Yeah,
didn't
you
have a
used to get
regular
the print
newspaper.
off of it.
Yeah, I didn't have a regular newspaper, but I had a newspaper like thing, and I just could not lift it. Couldn't lift it.
So, what about pencil?
Can I draw? Oh, if I drew a pencil and
Drew a
then
pencil thing and try it. Now, the thing is when you did that, did you dirty the Silly Putty? I forget now.
I think what happened was after you did that, you had to like work it, like knead it, like dough. And oh, nice. There it goes. It
Yeah,
cracked.
you
I love when you
popped
got
it.
that air
Nice, you
bubble.
cracked it.
So what? So man, it's just like ripping it to shreds.
I'm just ripping it apart. This is I was saying to you before when we always text before these tests, like
Yeah,
this is like the original fidget spinner.
absolutely. This is like the
Or
original.
like the original stress relief ball.
Yeah.
Like that's all I'm doing right now. Like right now, I find myself, I'm like rolling it around my fingers. I'm like squeezing it. I'm
Yeah.
like tossing it around, and like I'm having an all right time. Like I was explaining to you, like sometimes when I'm going to these tests, I'm too old man Manny about it. And I was talking to my nephew, and he's a 6-year-old kid, and like just likes gross things. And actually, he's not super into gross things, but like I understand being 6 and being entertained by like something like this. Like this is very like texture, and like there's a word for it. When is it textile? Is not no, that's not the word.
Tactile.
Tactile. That's
Yeah.
it. So I can understand as a kid, like see it, you feel it, you smell it. Like the Silly Putty always had that weird smell. Like I remember cracking open the egg, and it was like,
Ooh, it's weird. That's got meatball.
Yeah, yeah. And like, I don't know what I'm really doing. Like, what the hell am I doing?
Dude, I'm reading the Wikipedia page on Silly Putty. It is fascinating. First of all, like the whole thing about like World War II is because like Japan invaded rubber producing countries, and then like I guess the United States couldn't get their rubber products and they had to ration them. Now, the credit for the invention is disputed and has been attributed to like Eric Warwick of then newly formed Dow Corning, Harvey Chin and James Wright, a Scottish-born inventor working for General Electric in New Haven, Connecticut. Now, after that, it says that in 1949, toy store owner Ruth Fallgater came across the putty. She contacted marketing consultant Peter C. L. Hodgson. The two decided to market the bouncing putty by selling it in a clear case. Although it sold well, Fallgater did not pursue it further. However, Hodgson saw its potential. So already $12,000 in debt, Hodgson borrowed $147 to buy a batch of Silly Putty to pack in 1-ounce portions into plastic eggs for $1, calling it Silly Putty. Initially, it was like the sales were poor, but then obviously we know what happened. It became like huge. Now I'm also seeing magnetic thinking putty. There's also a magnetic version of it.
That's awesome.
And you were right.
Maybe that's what this is. It says thinking putty.
Maybe yours. Oh, dude, you have a magnet?
Do I have a magnet?
Well, anyway, this is used for occupational therapists use it to rehabilitate therapy for like hand injuries, which makes sense. It removes dirt, lint, pet hair, ink. So I remember it being like an eraser. That I do remember.
Yeah, it does remove like before I was doing so, I was rolling it on the desk, and like it does remove dirt and stuff like that. This thing is like very useful. It's weird, like Yeah, again, it's very relaxing. I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
And like,
But I don't
I
like the
mean,
way my hands smell after this.
see, this thinking putty doesn't smell.
Oh. See, I have also a glow in the dark one. And I was playing with it before, and it definitely glows in the dark.
Stop it.
So like if I hold it under the light for a little bit, you know how like when you were a kid you had to hold things under the light for it to glow in the dark?
Yeah.
To like prime it. Nowadays things just glow. I mean, who knows why? But yeah, it glows in the dark when I tried it, and it was kind of cool because I was like, I remember when I was like obsessed with glow in the dark things when I was a kid.
Sure.
It's just a thing. I was like, does it glow in the dark?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's what like
Like that
everything.
matters.
It's like that was like the next thing to market. It was like we have this that glows in the dark. Pool table set glows in the dark.
Yeah,
Foosball set glows in the
glows in the
dark. You're
dark.
like,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
oh, the kid already bought that. Like, oh, we'll just make it glow in the dark,
Yeah.
and then
Look
they're
at
gonna
that.
want it.
Oh, you can't see it probably, but it glows in the
Like,
dark.
I kind of see it. I see it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I love it.
So
So
yeah.
when you're stretching it out, it's almost as if it's like taffy,
Yeah. Yeah.
like rolling taffy,
I have a metal one too, like metallic looking one.
metallic looking.
Yeah.
I liked it when like, you could roll it in a ball, bounce it around. There was a
Yeah.
lot of use to this thing.
That and see, like when you pull it right away, it's just like if you pull it hard, it just breaks into little pieces. But when you start kneading it, then it like stretches. This is great for my attention issues.
Look at this. Yeah, it's like rubber band. And then all of a sudden, like you said, if you go slow, it's stress. It's such a weird, this is like a crazy science phenomenon. Like, look at this.
I'm
Look at
like
this.
losing my mind.
We're like going crazy. Like, yes.
Yeah, like
Yes.
what? We're gonna have to put videos of this online.
I know. Look at this. This is
Wow.
great. I'm having a relaxing time with this.
See, now that's the thing. I'm like, I feel like as a kid, I liked Silly Putty, but as an adult, I'm like, this is kind of relaxing. I'm feeling the tension go away, like all the
Yeah,
anger of
man.
the day. I'm ready to go to sleep.
Yeah, this is meditative in a way. So you know what?
Oh,
Let's get to the bottom line of this is,
yeah.
does this pass the nostalgia test?
One thing I don't like about it is how it makes my hands smell, but then I can always wash my hands. So like whatever.
Yeah. Oh, I was saying this before. You always want your own silly putty. Like it's kind of gross to like give to somebody else after it's been in your hands like this forever.
No one should share their Silly Putty. They shouldn't have been sharing their Silly Putty to begin with.
No.
This is how.
Have you ever tried to eat silly putty?
No.
I definitely put it in my mouth as a kid as like,
That's got meatball.
you know, how like you make like a mouth guard.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah.
So I used to like chew on it to make it. I'm not gonna do it with this thing because it's got glitter.
Oh my God.
In my mouth. But
I feel like those mouth guard things are so weird. I remember it's like just boil water and then put it in your mouth. I'm like, so you want me to put something that was boiling
hot? I think you're supposed to wait a little bit. Yeah.
I hated that. I hated mouthpieces. Those are gross too.
Mouthpieces?
Yeah.
I used to have to wear one all the time for like karate and stuff. And
yeah, sports. But like when you wore something like so you wore like a helmet, did you just put it in your helmet?
Oh yeah, we put it on the side of the helmet.
Yeah.
Oh, gross. It was gross.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, but that made us like, less sick because we were like eating grass.
It's hanging out, it's hanging all over the place. Like
yeah. And that's a nostalgia test tangent.
So I don't know, Manny.
Dude,
what do you think?
I mean, I'm digging this thing. Like,
yeah.
I'm digging it in a different way. Like, it definitely is nostalgic to me as a kid. I remember like playing with it and and I would lose it all the time because like once it turned into a ball and it bounced a couple times, like goodbye.
Yeah.
So I would get one though every Easter. This became just like an Easter basket, like that and those little snap things that you used to throw and blow up all the time. Like right. So like I'm down with it, man. I like it. I'm definitely doing it for a different reason. I don't consider it as a toy. I think it is more for like relaxing, is like a fidgeting thing. Like instead of those fidget clickers and the spinners, I'm like, kneading it. So I like it. I think it passes. Both it's nostalgic and it actually works like as a tool.
Yeah, it definitely works as a tool. I like that. I'm gonna agree with you. I think that that silly putty passes the nostalgia test. I think that it's something that I would buy. I mean, I had to buy for this, but I'm glad now that I have it. I think it's
Yeah, it's
something that
probably cheaper than a fucking fidget spinner or fidget clickers, and
yeah,
it'll probably last longer.
yeah. When I am allowed back in my office at work, I'm gonna bring some silly putty with me. But yeah, silly putty, home run.
Another Hasselhoff hit.
There you go. Damn.
Sweet. So
Wow.
now, where are we gonna go now?
Well, let's see what the list was. I think.
Well,
Yeah.
let's stay with silly.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
So,
So we're gonna go with silly string.
silly string. Okay,
Right
now
off the bat, I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna fucking hate this thing.
always
Okay, yeah.
like right in anger.
And you know what? I just realized that my nieces and nephew actually wanted to listen to this podcast or see what a podcast is. They were trying to figure out. They were asking my oldest niece, like, "What's a podcast?" And they're like, "Can we watch it?" They wanted us. They thought that we were going to actually do things together. They didn't realize that you were across the country. And like, my niece is trying to explain what a podcast is, and they're like, "What do you mean? Just listen to it." Like, but they watch people play Play-Doh, which we're going to test, and they watch people do this, and they watch YouTube videos. So they're like, "Why can't we watch them do the test?" And they're like, "No, people just like listen to it." Like, my niece is saying, like, when I'm getting ready to go out or getting ready for school, like, I listen to a podcast, and they're like, "What?" So they wanted to see this, and I just realized I cursed 3 or 4 times. So
One
might
day
have to
we
get
will
a version
have
for him to like beep, but they definitely heard me curse anyway.
One day
But
we'll have video podcasting.
so, guys, if you like Nostalgia Test podcast, please don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe and like.
Follow us on all social media outlets that you can find us and where you can get podcasts: Podbean, Spotify, Apple. Okay, silly string. Right off the bat, I was like, I guess I liked this as a kid, but what a waste of a toy.
Now,
and is it a toy?
I guess the problem with silly string is I think people got overexcited with it when they saw Big.
Yes. Oh my God, I was going to say the same thing, Dan. Holy nostalgia. That scene when he was pretending to sneeze with his friend.
Yeah.
And he fucking, and he snotted right onto him.
Yeah.
I was like, that was like the biggest sell of silly string. Because again, the only other time you use silly string is maybe on Halloween. And then when we got older, we just realized, no, let's just get shaving cream. It's cheaper. And you put a pin and melt it like with a needle. And then now you're like, you're shaving creaming each other.
Yeah. And then a sock with flour. I mean, Halloween.
Yeah, it got violent. It got violent. But like the silly string itself is just, it's silly, but it's stupid. It's like a waste of, and I'm going to be a 40-year-old about this. It's a waste of a can. It's a waste of aerosol. It's a waste of everything. What the hell is the point of silly string?
Well, silly string is also, in my opinion, way more toxic than fucking silly putty.
Look at this, Dan. See if you're going to record this.
Yeah. But is that fun?
For a moment it was, until I have to clean it up now. And this is my wife's desk for work. So.
Oh my God.
Now the computer is disgusting and gross right now. Okay.
I think when I
all,
think of silly string, I wanted it when I was a kid, but then it you just spray it and then it's like, what? It lasts like 20 seconds and it's done.
I have to go get her wipe because the screen is destroyed. So
we're doing facts on silly string while Manny covers his tracks. So silly string from the Wikipedia page, generically known as aerosol string. So that's another thing. Like silly string is the actual brand name, just like Q-tips and things like that. Is a toy of flexible, sometimes brightly colored plastic string. So already plastic is involved, propelled as a stream of liquid from an aerosol can. Yeah.
I have to go get her wipe.
The solvent in the string quickly evaporates in midair, creating a continuous strand. Silly string is often used during weddings, birthday parties, carnivals, and other festive occasions. But
sorry, I have to interrupt you on that one, Dan. Weddings? People use this shit at weddings?
Yeah.
I have to go get her wipe.
Dude, here's the problem. I've seen a video on YouTube where it was a birthday party and this girl was by her birthday cake and there was all the candles, and everyone in the family was just shooting silly string at her, right? And then all of a sudden, the silly string caught fire
No,
and
it
just
didn't.
went up in flame like a fireball, like real quick. Like, when like
The
you
whole
lint
thing?
on your sweatshirt and like and you
Yeah,
might like
yeah.
hit your just like that, but like real violent. Like, you don't spray silly string around fire. It's an aerosol. It's like, if you sprayed like, old school Aquanet across a lighter, like it's a
Yeah,
flamethrower,
of course.
but I feel like the rest of the facts is basically, one of the things was funny I just saw, but it has also proven useful for the military to detect tripwires.
Tripwires. Really?
Okay, now here's the problem with that. Okay, yeah,
I have to go get a wipe.
if I am in the military and I was going, I'm going to take out silly
Silly
string. I
string.
mean, I guess, look, it's right here. Military use. Silly string and similar products have been used by the military to detect tripwires for explosive booby traps. The string is sprayed over the suspected area, and if the string falls to the ground, no tripwires are present. Since the string would catch on tripwires, but it's not heavy enough to activate the explosive. So I guess it lays across it, right?
Who was the MacGyver who came up with that thing?
Right? As of 2006, it
Check
was
out the
being
episode of MacGyver.
hang
Shameless
in there.
plugs.
At Lithology Brewing. Not at Lithology Brewing. This is also sponsored by LithologyBrewing.com, which I am an owner and brewer of in Farmingdale. LithologyBrewing.com. 12 beers on taps. Rotating tap handles every 2 weeks. Go to LithologyBrewing.com. Check it out.
As of 2006, it was being used by U.S. troops in Iraq for this purpose. However, because the material is an aerosol, it cannot be shipped privately to Iraq and is not provided by official channels. Thus, 80,000 cans were unintentionally stockpiled in New Jersey. In October 2007, a shipping company with the required credentials was finally found. That is a weird fact.
First of all, is there a fact of like how it was invented?
The inventors sought to control the ratio of compounds in the product to form a string that holds itself together while remaining slightly sticky to the touch. This allows the product to weakly adhere to people in Windows. Let's see. Not exactly how. Oh, here it is. Oh my God. Dude, everything's an accident. The invention of the original
Green
silly string
penicillin was a
accidental.
fucking accident.
Yeah, in 1972, a United States patent was issued to Leonard A. Fish, an inventor, and Robert P. Cox, a chemist, for a foamable resinous composition. The partners initially wanted to create a can of aerosol that one would be able to spray on a broken or sprained leg or arm and use as an instant cast. Interesting. Their invention worked, but when it came down to the packaging the can, the two had to test 500 different kinds of nozzles. After having gone through about 30 or 40, Fish came upon one that produced a nice string, which shot about 30 feet across the room. This incident inspired Fish to turn the product into a toy. So, fuck helping people or creating an instant cast.
I was gonna say, did it ever turn into a cast? They're like,
No.
nah, we'll skip over this. We're gonna make more money selling these to kids, and they're gonna use it once and keep buying, and the parents are gonna buy 100 of them. Like, no, we're gonna. It's like you could either help 100 soldiers who break their arms, or millions of kids, on Halloween that just throw up silly string on each other and waste all this can.
Let's forget mankind.
Man.
Altering the formula to be less sticky and adding colors, the pair decided to make their product. And then blah, blah, blah. Similar toys are Goofy String, Streamer String, Wacky String, and Nickelodeon Smatter. That's a bad name. Why the hell is it Smatter?
I got Fun String, and it says new environmentally friendly formula. Because this shit was bad when we were kids.
So the EPA said it was allegedly distributing canned confetti string to it's damaging the ozone layer in 2006.
What?
So it's because it's like an aerosol.
So silly string was damaging the ozone layer. This is the ages 3 and up. The thing about this is it was fun and stupid and a waste, and then until everything when this went in your eye.
Oh, yeah.
I have to go get a wipe. This hurt. Like I could tell you, you didn't buy it, right? I bought it and
No,
I just sprayed it at the screen. And
I
all I
own it.
smell,
Is
even though
garbage.
this is like is supposed to be environmentally friendly,
Yeah.
it smells terrible.
It's like that silly string smell, right? It's like
Yeah,
gross.
it's everywhere right now.
Oh,
Like before when we were doing the live,
yeah.
I don't know when this comes out, so whatever. We did a s'mores Pop Tart, so that made the house smell like s'mores Pop Tart. Now the house smells like this, like plastic. I don't know. It smells like silly
Plastic.
string. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
plastic.
like everywhere right now.
Yo,
It's everywhere.
you know what's funny? The facts are hilarious. So this place, the silly string has been banned. Okay, in many different cities. It's been banned in the city of Ridgewood, New Jersey, and a number of other places, and also some public gatherings and events. The town board of Huntington on Long Island banned the sale of silly string within 1,500 feet of the route of a parade. So you can't sell
Stop
silly
it.
string within 1,500 feet of a parade route. And then
First of
2001,
all,
the
was
town of
that protested? Did people protest their rights on that?
right? Like that's hilarious. Oh my
Somebody
god.
actually banned. Somebody took the time
Oh
in a
wow.
public office to ban the sale of silly string.
Which is crazy because when we were talking about like how we use it as kids, but then we're like in Halloween, we're like, well, screw that. Let's just get some shaving cream, some eggs, like smash some pumpkins, and do all this other like horrible stuff to each other and to property. No one ever banned shaving cream on Halloween or
No, but
anything.
I'll tell you that shaving cream, I almost feel like is easier to wipe off than silly string. Like when you let silly string harden,
Yeah, yeah. It
it
becomes
is terrible.
yeah.
It becomes this like weird, I don't want to call it cast, but it is a terrible thing to like
Oh yeah.
get rid of. I don't know, man. I think it's stupid. I think it's a
Uh,
silly, it's not even silly, it's stupid. I don't know. I'd rather like take a cake and smash it in your face.
I
Like I'm
mean,
having fun with that. That I'll have fun with. And it's
I,
like, and then we'll laugh at each other and be like, oh, I can't believe you put cake in my face.
yeah,
When you get silly string on that eye, you're pissed
yeah.
off at me, bro.
And then it's in your mouth possibly, or like if
Bro,
it
it's
gets
in
on
my mouth
food.
now, and I sprayed it at the computer.
And dude, you
Again,
can't
I'm
spray
cursing.
it.
Sorry.
You can't spray it near food. You can't do anything. And then once it's done, you have a can. What do you do with that? And I don't know. Like
Oh,
if
you
I'm
just
thinking
throw it in the
about it,
landfill.
if I'm thinking in comparison to Silly Putty, I don't even think Silly String is nostalgic.
No, it's not. It's crap. I'll tell
Yeah.
you that there's two things that I do not like from Party City. That's silly string and balloons. And all who are listening right now, we're not putting balloons to the test, but I'll tell you, if we ever did, balloons need to be stopped.
How do you even put a balloon to the test? You just blow it
All
up.
balloons, Dan, need to be
All
fucking
balloons,
stopped. I
even
hate
the
balloons.
Mylar balloons and everything.
Maybe water balloons. Someone needs to come up with a better biodegradable balloon. They might have one. I
Yeah.
don't know if they will because it's tough to do that and blow it up. I know it's harder to make that kind of material, but I don't know. Maybe you could try.
You could probably
Maybe
make it.
pretend that there is no rubber to make balloons anymore. Come up with a better balloon technology. Bro, I hate. I'm going to keep saying this. If anyone's ever going to throw me another party, do not bring balloons to the party.
Everyone heard that, right? No
Okay.
more balloons.
And maybe you should beep that. But my sister loves balloons. And every time we go to a party, she throws real awesome parties. Okay.
Okay.
But when we go there and I see balloons everywhere, a piece of me dies inside because I'm like, this is going to land in the turtle's mouth.
This is amazing.
Okay.
A piece of me dies inside when you see a balloon.
And I don't tell anybody. And this is the first time I'm telling you about. I don't think my wife even knows how pissed off I get about balloons. Okay, it bothers me when I see balloons. I'm not that crazy like I try to be very cautious about environmental things, but for some reason balloons. We were talking about it, and I was thinking Party City. I was thinking about stupid silly string and how bad that is for the environment. And then I'm like, other thing about parties. Most party things are, but that balloons are freaking terrible. I hate them. End balloons. Cancel balloons. Yeah, I'm going to say it. Cancel them.
Where is this going? What just happened?
I think I just got high from the silly string gas that I released into
I
this
think you
small
did. I
room.
think you literally were just like, what? Oh
That
my,
is the ultimate
oh my
nostalgia
God.
test tangent,
Oh
ladies
my
and gentlemen.
God.
And
That was,
that is what you define as a nostalgia test tangent.
oh my God. You're ridiculous.
And that's a nostalgia test tangent. So,
Oh God.
all right, let's go back. Silly string, definitely. I think this goes in line with take off your pants and jacket and
Mhm,
the Three
mhm.
Musketeers bar. I would almost tell you that this goes to the bottom of that. So it's the top of the bottom. Like it's probably the next time we compare it, if something
Oh
stays
God.
nostalgic or passes the test, I'm gonna say silly string.
Yeah.
I have to go get her wipe. It's
Mhm.
terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Terrible. Fuck
I, I'm
silly
I'm
string.
gonna I'm gonna agree with you. I think it's total trash. I
Trash.
think Silly String is really good.
Another Hasselhoff hit.
So
That's off it.
it's my favorite one.
Oh, if you hear that drop, ladies and gentlemen, and you don't know what it is, that's because you have not checked out the episode
Action theme songs.
action theme songs.
Oh my God, Manny, I agree. Get rid of Silly String from the face of the earth. I hate it. Maybe we have a new bad. You're right. Maybe it's like Silly String terrible.
Or balloon bad.
Yeah.
Next thing, bro. I'm just gonna say it because I don't have the other thing in my hand, and I want to save that one anyway to the
Go ahead.
end. I gotta go get it in the other room. But I'm gonna say Play-Doh. Now,
Okay.
before we open this, because once you open this, the whole room is gonna change, smell differently. Well, you didn't have it. You didn't buy it.
I
I'm
couldn't
talking
buy.
to
There were
myself.
some things that like I couldn't get, and it was like I had such a hard time getting. Here's the thing about LA.
Yeah,
It's hard to get stuff in LA because there's this whole law in LA where like if your product causes
causes
cancer,
cancer. Yeah,
they tell you, and then a lot of times it's just like
people
you
won't
can't
carry
get
it.
it. Yeah, so
Yeah,
like
you can't
that,
even get some things delivered to you from Amazon.
oh my God, no, you can't. So,
No.
it was really hard to get some of these. That's why I can only get the Silly Putty. And I had to order Silly Putty at the same time. That was another thing.
Wow, you had to
Yeah.
order it. Okay,
Yeah.
so New York doesn't care about cancer, so we got Play-Doh here. Dan's going to tell you a little facts, but I'll tell you what I have in my hand, which I'm surprised that they had onesies of Play-Dohs because usually I remember Play-Doh coming in a 3-color set. That's what I remember. Now I know this is non-toxic apparently.
Well, yeah, I think you can probably, I think a lot of things are non-toxic, but that doesn't mean that they don't cause cancer.
It contains wheat.
Well, you could probably make bread out of it.
Play-Doh?
I don't know.
So I do remember, I mean, I had a lot of this. I don't know about you. I had those kits like you can make like hamburgers, pizza.
Yes.
Had the knife and everything. That little machine that you like pushed through and it looked like
Yes.
stars and pasta and stuff like that. Like
Yes.
I had the Play-Doh set, like Play-Doh was everywhere.
Yeah.
It always used to harden up all the time. I remember the smell. I'm gonna open this thing and I'm gonna go whoop, right back to it.
Yeah.
Right? So I can't wait for that.
All right. So while you're doing that, I'm gonna
You do
read a
that.
little some of these facts.
Okay.
Play-Doh is a modeling compound used by young children for arts and crafts projects at home. The product was first manufactured in Cincinnati, Ohio, as a wallpaper cleaner. Damn. See, this is the thing. All of these toys had an original purpose. A wallpaper cleaner.
Dude, I'm sure
In
that
1930s.
Silly Putty would probably be a good wallpaper cleaner as well.
Oh, absolutely. Play-Doh was then reworked and marketed to Cincinnati schools in the mid-1950s. Play-Doh was demonstrated at the Educational Convention in 1956, and prominent department stores opened retail accounts. Advertisements promoting Play-Doh on influential children's television shows in 1957 furthered the product's sales. Since its launch on the toy market in the mid-1950s, Play-Doh has generated a considerable amount of ancillary merchandise, such as a Fun Factory, which was awesome. It's a non-toxic, non-staining, reusable modeling compound. It was devised at request of Kroger Grocery, which wanted a product that could clean coal residue from wallpaper. Following World War II, with the transition of coal-based home heating to natural gas and the resulting decrease in internal soot and the introduction of washable vinyl-based wallpaper, the market for wallpaper cleaning putty decreased substantially. McVicker's nephew, Joe McVicker, joined Q-Toll with the remit to save the company from bankruptcy. So like basically they had to redo and make Play-Doh. So here's the ingredients: is a primary mixture of water, salt, and flour. Whilst 2004 United States patent indicates it is composed of a water and starch-based binder, a retrogradation inhibitor, salt, lubricant, surfactant, preservative, hardener, blah, 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 blah. A petroleum additive gives the compound a smooth feel, and borax prevents mold from developing.
I'll tell you right off the bat, I opened it, freaking that smell, the Play-Doh smell, which like gets in your hands, gets in your nails, kind of like the silly putty smell. I mean, what I mean, like how it like gets you back to like the nostalgic times of playing with it. Both of them smell different, but you know the Play-Doh smell. When you open up a Play-Doh, you know it. The last time I remember playing with Play-Doh was in the game Cranium, and you did the sculpture aids. They had that Play-Doh. The only problem is that the can that it came in, if you didn't close that tight, and just like any Play-Doh, it hardens like in a day.
Yeah.
Like hardens, right? So I'm playing with it now. I'll tell you, this too is very tactile, very smooth. I like it for like that reason. Like it's kind of like another silly putty, but different. Because like with the silly putty, I mean, I could still need this thing, right? But I have, and maybe this is because of the fun zone. I have a need to, not a need. I already started breaking it up and making sculptures out of it. I didn't do that with the silly putty. I wasn't breaking the silly putty. I was stretching, and like putting back together like this right away. Like I broke it up in 2 pieces, and I wanted to make like art out of it. You know, like look at that, Thor's helmet.
Oh my god!
Holy nostalgia.
We're bringing this podcast to a new level. Physical drops
like live drops in thing. So
but that I'm seeing that and I'm jealous right now. I'm totally jealous that like I am not playing with Play-Doh right now, but it's amazing. I mean, I hear everything you're saying, because like as I'm reading about Play-Doh and I'm thinking about what I did, I used to have like a table when I was a kid in my basement. It was a round table, and it was only there to play with the Play-Doh. And so like there was Play-Doh all over it. And I was one of those kids that was just like, I'm mixing all the Play-Doh.
Yes. Yes. You made that Play-Doh ball. It always ended up being a Play-Doh ball, but that doesn't bounce like the silly putty.
No, it doesn't bounce.
I'm making a D for Dan.
Oh, there you go.
There
nice.
You
go. Nice. But it hurt when you hit someone with it.
Oh, yeah. No. So like you said, you had the fun zone. Where you like squeezed it through
that thing,
You made castles, you made a hamburger. Yeah. You could cut it. You had like a knife, Play-Doh knife.
Play-Doh knife. You can cut it into stars. You had little like Play-Doh stars that you made.
Oh yeah, like spaghetti. It almost like was like baking sheets. Like the baking, when you like make cookie, you could take a cookie cutter.
Yeah.
And play with it with Play-Doh.
Yeah, yeah. Like, you made like little like spaghetti strands.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, good times. I thought, I'm going to admit it. I thought I was going to hate this. Like I don't know about why I like the smell. It's a terrible smell. But look, I just did this where you put the cup through.
Yeah.
So you make perfect hamburger disc. And now you got this. Oh, look at that. I mean, this is so much fun, Dan. I'm having. I wish you bought it.
I know.
And you know what? I told my sister, don't buy more than one. I'm kind of bummed I didn't get another color.
Oh my god, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Because like, what is this? Like, it's just one color. Like, oh, that looks like a banana.
It looks like a banana.
And dude, you could get yes. So you could get you remember you got like the knife, and then there was other tools to like, carve into it. You were really being an artist. Like, it wasn't just to play with it. Like, it was an art. Wow. they tricked us into doing arts and crafts, Dan.
That's right.
They
Exactly.
tricked us.
They tricked us into being crafters.
Yeah.
And we didn't care. But I
No.
think I just
Like, did you
love,
have people come over to play with Play-Doh?
yeah. I would have, friends that came over and played.
Yeah.
Play-Doh.
Yeah, like people would be like, yo,
Yeah.
you got Play-Doh? Like,
Yeah.
we're playing Play-Doh. Like, we're playing the game. The thing is called Play-Doh.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
we play with dough.
It's
Come
so
on.
weird. Yeah,
That's
and I loved it. I think like Play-Doh, even though I don't have it right now, I'm just sitting there going like, oh man, that's a classic toy.
it's a smiley face, Dan. Look at that.
It's
He's
just like
smiling.
all yellow.
All yellow. That's why I'm mad that I didn't have now I'm mad I didn't get other colors.
Oh my God, that is so
I don't
funny.
have this much fun with, like, when my nieces and nephew have it, I'm like, why are they playing with Play-Doh? Like, people still do that. I'm having a great time.
Oh
I'm having
yeah.
a great. My nephew used to watch a YouTube video of a woman, like, I think around our age, and this must have revamped Play-Doh. She would get like the real, like, professional sets, not just a fun zone, but like she would just play. It's like a YouTube video of her just playing with Play-Doh sets and
What?
like doing the whole thing.
Oh my
And
God,
she
that's so
like
weird.
makes it like, the Play-Doh car, the Play-Doh whatever, like, and like it cuts all the pieces and puts everything together. Like, nuts, dude, nuts.
Wow.
It's a whole
Wow.
thing. This lady got paid to open Play-Doh sets.
What?
Yeah.
She got paid for it.
Oh, she was making money. Definitely. Her YouTube channel had crazy amount of hits, dude. 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds are watching it. Like, they're just sitting her there.
Oh, what? That's insane. That's insane. That's insane. That's insane. I like need to pull the plug on that. Like, people cannot like be like making money off of just like, oh God.
Dude, grown woman
Oh, wow.
is playing with Play-Doh, and what I was making fun of was, so the kid's not playing with the Play-Doh. He's watching another person play with the Play-Doh.
That is weird. I mean, I'm doing it right now watching you, but like
Yeah.
it's like, wait, oh man, that is so funny. That's so
But
funny.
like, then my sister had said that like they end up playing it.
What is that? It's amazing.
So like, they end
Uh,
up wanting the thing, and then they
yeah,
try to mimic it. Like,
that's
oh, she
amazing.
could do that. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Play-Doh's probably got a revamp.
Oh,
because
most
of it.
definitely. Most definitely. I am
I'm sure you could study. The best part of it is like, once that's done, right? And then look, put it right back.
That's right.
And now you can, it's almost Buddhist in a way. Like that sand thing,
Oh,
right?
like yeah.
They work all this time to put it together, and then
Yeah.
like the next day they erase it, and like the whole thing is that things just don't last.
That's
Like,
right. Mm-hmm.
unless you want the Play-Doh sculpture to last, you leave it there like over a couple of nights and let it harden. But then it's never the same. But like, once you're done playing with Play-Doh, even with your friends, if you didn't mix it too much, you're putting it back into the colors.
Yeah. And then you
Right?
can use it the next day.
And your whole basement smelled like Play-Doh.
And Play-Doh doesn't smell bad. Like, that's the thing.
It had it's weird. I don't want to say it smells bad.
Yeah.
But I guess it just smells like Play-Doh.
It's
Like,
kinda
what
like-
else smells like Play-Doh?
Nothing. It's kind of like when you smell glue, like Elmer's glue, and
Or
it's just like,
crayons.
yeah, like crayons, Elmer's glue, the silly putty. But like all those things, I don't feel like I would be like, oh, that's gross. But like when we were talking about silly string, I didn't even have it in my apartment. I'm like, I know what that smells like. That just smells. I don't want that anywhere near me. You know what I mean?
I'm glad
like,
we
no.
opened up. We did that in that order, because now I only smell the Play-Doh.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't think you would want to be still smelling, like going in and smelling silly string. No fucking way. It's gross. So Manny,
Any other facts on this, bro?
any other facts on Play-Doh? I feel
Did
like
anyone buy Hasbro? This was the original Hasbro? No,
so
you said
no,
that it was,
actually, so it went from Q-Toll in 1955, then Rainbow Crafts from 1956 to 1971, then Kenner from 1971 to 1991, then Hasbro from 1991 to present. And
Hasbro,
of
man,
course,
taking over the game.
they have like an official website. Obviously, it's Play-Doh. Why not? Shape your imagination. That's the slogan. They have a lot of different types of Play-Doh now. They have slime super stretch. They have like what looks like Floam as well on here.
Yes.
Play-Doh slime, Play-Doh crackle compound.
Crackle.
Yeah, Play-Doh putty compound. So they also have a silly putty that's like the one that you might have. It has like this kid is like got his. This is a messed up. This website is insane, bro. I need to send you this website. Like it's just it's it's just crazy. Oh my god, I'm putting it in the chat. You gotta check this shit out. So there you go. Yeah, and then it's just like foamable beads. And then super cloud compound, a puffy, fluffy, light as air fun. Wow.
Wow.
There's a ton of stuff.
Dude, it reminds me of like some of this reminds me of like kinetic sand, which is the
That's
new
right.
like.
The new
So
thing.
it's funny that it says like Play-Doh, oddly satisfying. Like it definitely is.
Yeah, it is.
And then what about this cloud?
Yeah, I don't
They're
get it.
basically all the same, except like they probably changed the texture a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
like New England IPAs, you know.
Oh my god, you didn't just
This episode is sponsored by Lithology Brewing Company out of Farmingdale, New York. It's a national brewery. Come down on ingredients, 60% New York ingredients. Edit point.
So it is probably the same thing over and over again.
Have you tried kinetic sand?
Yeah, I think I have tried kinetic sand. Yes. It's like really weird.
It's weird, but it's funny because it's interestingly, you're like, oh, this is gonna be stupid. But it's kind of like foam meets, it's not even foam meets sand. It's like sand that's like almost too wet,
Yeah.
but enough that it can hold right before it becomes too dry.
Right. It's really
I don't know
odd
who
like that.
invented that.
It's so
Like, imagine being the guy who's like, oh man, that was definitely another mistake.
Yeah,
right?
you see, that's the
Kinetic
thing.
sand.
I believe that everything is now, after seeing Play-Doh, Silly Putty, and Silly String all being these mistakes, I'm like, that had to be a mistake too. The biggest mistake is Silly String, considering that could have helped the world if it was an instant sprayable cast.
Yeah,
Instead
what
of
the
like
fuck, dude?
having to sit there while some doctor just like wet something in a bucket. Like what are we in like the 19th century? And then like wrap my hand. Like, what is that? You might as well just make my cast like in like mud.
Yeah,
Thanks, Silly String inventors, you dicks.
thanks.
So Manny,
Appreciate you
Play-Doh.
just giving up on the human race and only concentrating on children. Oh, the adults, they broke their arms already. Let's just get the children not to go
fuck 'em.
outside.
Who cares?
Yeah. All right. So we're going with, man, this all these sets, dude.
Right?
Oh my God.
I know.
I love the one though. I know we were about to do this, but I love the Play-Doh Fun Factory. Is like, I'm looking at it right now. It's only $4.99. Okay.
I feel like you're about to buy it. Like
I
you're
might.
like so close to buying.
Dude,
it.
I might. Everything else looks fun, but that to me, it's like total classic.
Oh my God, you have to buy it. But
And look how like it's so simple.
So Play-Doh, Manny, does it pass the nostalgia test?
Hell's yes.
So I say it passes the nostalgia test.
Hell yeah, definitely.
I mean,
definitely. I thought it was gonna fail. I thought it was just gonna stay nostalgic.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we put it to the test. And I wouldn't consider that gross, actually. It's one of the gross toys, but like it's not really gross. It's just like
yeah.
it's arts and crafts.
Maybe this isn't gross toys as much as like I don't know. We'll have to. Maybe it's gross.
Unusual
toys, or like slimy toys, or like
tactile toys,
nondescript toys. All right, man. We have one more in this group,
okay.
I think.
So, guys, if you like Nostalgia Test podcast, please don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe and like.
Follow us on all social media. outlets that you can find us and where you can get podcasts: Podbean, Spotify, Apple. All right, so listen.
We're on gag.
Before I open mine, oh yeah, I keep thinking like you have this too.
I couldn't
I
get
forgot
it.
that I was the one that got all these things because you live in No Cancerville and I live in All Cancerville, right next to the sewage plant. So all right, so the next one we're doing, ladies and gentlemen, is GAC. If you don't know GAC, Dan's gonna give you that, but it's made by Nickelodeon. I know that.
Yeah.
It's Nickelodeon GAC.
Yeah,
Is what I wouldn't just say GAC because it's like there is no GAC without Nickelodeon. There is no Nickelodeon without GAC.
I totally agree. GAC is, Nickelodeon Mattel's most popular compound. The idea was taken from the Nickelodeon show Double Dare, of course. So please, everyone, go and check out our episode on Double Dare. That one was a riot, really amazing. And while you're at it, just subscribe to the podcast. But Double Dare and Whammo's Super Stuff from the mid-1960s. The original edition was manufactured in 1992 and then reissued in 1994 for the Nickelodeon Deluxe gift set, which included 1 canister of Nickelodeon GAC and 2 canisters of Nickelodeon Floam. It was marketed on the fact that, unlike most compounds, it made a fart noise when squeezed into its clear star-shaped canister. GAC, among other varieties and accessories, returned to store shelves with modern-day Nickelodeon branding in 2012 and 2017. Both 2010's incarnations were produced by NSI International. The name GAC had previously been used by Mark Summers, shout out to Mark Summers, and the Double Dare crew to refer to slime used on the show. The name had originated as a street term for heroin. That's an interesting fact.
Give me that GAC. Oh man, that's awesome.
Wow. Okay. Dude, have you seen the original commercial from 1993?
No.
New hot colors. And the GAC copier lets you copy.
I gotta look at that. Send me the link.
I'm gonna sing it right now. But yeah, you remember it had a copy machine. You can make like copies on your GAC.
What?
Yeah, you'll see. Totally ridiculous.
Copies on my GAC?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, you can make copies of your GAC.
Stop it.
But yeah, GAC. I mean, it was a weird toy. I loved it. When I was a kid, I liked it. Now I don't know about now, but
oh my god. Oh my god, you can make a copy on it.
Yeah.
So it's almost like Silly Putty.
Yeah.
Except
grosser.
GAC creatures.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So if you mix the GAC, does it like can you take it apart from each other?
Yeah, did you see that girl when she like twirled it together, it twirled apart again? Because I think it's got like some sort of oil, like it's oily or greasy or whatever. So it's not going to stick together.
So, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, what I have here is now called.
Oh my God.
What I have here is now called slime.
Yeah.
Okay. This is Nickelodeon slime is what I have, which my niece was yelling at my mom because my mom's like, he wants GAC. And she's like, Mom, it's slime now. Okay, GAC is slime. So that's what this is. So it's no longer, it just says slime. It doesn't say GAC. So I couldn't find the star-shaped thing.
Yeah.
But,
that sucks. That only comes in like a cup.
So it comes in a cup. Okay, right now, you could, if you pull it strongly, just like Silly Putty, it breaks up into pieces.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily love this texture
you look like
as much as I did the other ones. Yeah. So like it's definitely slimy and you can let it like just drop more than the other ones. Like the other ones didn't do this. Like the gravity is just like taking it down very slowly and like
yeah.
Yeah. So do you remember GAC?
I had GAC and I had Floam.
Okay. Floam.
It was Floam.
See, I'm so mad I can't make it fart. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah.
I have to go get her wipe.
Oh my God.
Oh, that sounds bad. Beep that one out, Dan.
Yeah.
I have to go get her wipe.
Oh my god! Oh my god! No!
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Shut up! Oh my god! Some mac and cheese. We don't. Floam was like gack, but it had those foam beads on it, so it made it like a beanbag almost.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Oh, don't do it. Oh, he put it on his face, people. He put it on his face, and he. Here's the thing: no kids have beards, so I'm hoping that comes off your beard.
Oh God, it's not going to. Take a picture of that.
Oh
Okay.
my god!
Okay. So I feel like a wrestler.
Like
It's a
mankind.
Phantom of the Opera. Oh yeah, mankind. Yeah, it's true. Shout out to Joe Dazzo.
That's got me ball.
Fuck all my paw.
Oh shit, Joe Dazzo. Dazzo, we need you on the podcast, Dazzo. Yeah.
All right. Ow, ow.
Oh, dude.
Oh, it's on my hair.
You made a big mistake.
Oh, that was terrible.
Oh,
this
no.
is terrible.
Right?
I don't know. I'm gonna get it off. Oh, this is terrible.
Oh,
It's sticking in my
it's
hair.
stuck in your hair, dude.
It's stuck in my hair.
Oh no.
Hey, listen, I wanted to play with it.
People.
Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna get
I'm
this
not
out.
even making this up. Manny has now stuck gack in his hair. This show is now over. Because
Oh, dude, I don't know how.
Oh no.
I don't know how I'm gonna get this
dude.
off.
Yeah.
I have to go get her wipe.
Oh no.
Oh, it doesn't do well with hair.
Blah blah blah.
I don't remember this about Gek.
Yeah, because I never put gack on my face.
I didn't think it was gonna do this. This is crazy.
Oh no, dude, it's like gum.
It is.
Yeah. Oh man.
I'm thinking like, remember gum? You had to like freeze it.
You
I
had
don't
to
know. You
freeze
could
it.
probably just wash this off. I would think. I don't know.
I don't
What
know.
happens when you add water to Gek? Maybe YouTube that.
Yeah, I'm going to. Oh people, Manny has now brought the show to a halt because he put gack in his hair.
Yeah.
And now I have to Google how to get this gack out. All this is staying in the episode. How to get I guess slime, right? Out of hair.
They didn't use this. They didn't use this this like exact formula on Double Dare.
The best
It's
way
like-
to remove slime from your hair is by taking a shower and using conditioner and shampoo. A long shower with hot water and a scalp massage should remove all the slime particles as well as any oil and residue, it says.
So just take a shower.
Yeah, but do that. Wait, but you got to do the reverse, like conditioning first.
So Billy Madison would be.
So do that in reverse. Obviously, may start by washing, but do
What is
reverse.
better? Conditioner. I make the hair nice and.
Yeah, so
Whatever.
conditioning the condition where you start with conditioner and with shampoo. The slime may end up washing right out with hot water and conditioner, as many conditioners contain oil, and oil is a thing to combat slime. So there you go.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. Look at that.
Oh God, dude.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me.
Oh
Ow.
man.
This is interesting, ladies and gentlemen. This is what happens when you try to be a child at 40 years old. And it's on my beard. You were right,
Oh.
Dan. You were right.
Totally.
You were right. My niece wanted this back, and she's not gonna get it because
No, some parts she's not getting back.
the hair is all over.
Oh, dude,
All right.
that's not good. Well, everybody learn a lesson here. Do not put gack in your hair.
No, no. But how did it, like, they were using it on other. This definitely got in somebody's hair. I mean, first of all, Googled. Definitely, it definitely
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I think we
conditioner.
could already put it to the test because I think like what you did was like, what the fuck is it? It's not
All
for
right, so-
adults. No one with facial hair or long hair. Like I haven't gotten a haircut in about almost like probably a year. I'm not putting that near me.
But they use this with the double dare. Like they said, they used
But-
to use this on, and like
but
they used to
there's-
slime people, bro. They slime people. The kids had hair.
But I feel like that slime was way different. This is more like viscous. Like this is more like a solid. Where that slime was more liquidy. Whatever they did to make it more liquid.
Yeah, I guess to sell it, they had to sell it with a different thing.
Yeah, because imagine you
different
came
way.
out of the canister and it just went all over the place.
Yeah.
Parents fucking hate that thing.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So like, I don't know. What do you?
What do I remember?
Besides it going in my face and stuff like that, do you? First of all, the smell is. I don't really particularly love the smell. It smells like slime. I mean, I had it all over my face, so it's cracking up. Just because I'm continuing to do the podcast with like slime.
You look like you're emo now.
Yeah. With a little pink.
Yeah.
In my hair.
Yeah.
I wanted it. I'm the Hardy Boy. I'm a Hardy Boy from the
Oh
WWE.
my God, dude. How come they're not dead? I mean, they should be dead. But
They might be. They're like walking zombies.
I remember GAC, but I don't remember liking it that much. I'm playing with the Play-Doh again, with the Silly Putty again. So obviously, I think Silly Putty is definitely at the top of my list there with Play-Doh. I think GAC was just too messy. It just didn't make sense to me. I think that's why I like Floam, because it stayed together more. GAC was just like, I think the thing about GAC was everyone's like, if farts, it's like, all right, like great.
But that was it. And I guess as a child, like that's funny.
Yeah.
Right? Fart noises are funny.
Well, fart noises are funny.
Fart noises are funny. I think it's funny, and then it's done. Like I don't see, like, you know how like they were like playing with monsters and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't see myself doing that. I would be bored really quickly, and like it was just like to like slowly drip, and then that was it.
That was it. Yeah.
So I'd say it kind of stays nostalgic. It's not bad. It's not silly string, but I don't think it passes the test. I don't think even like, especially the fact that it's stuck in my hair right now.
Yeah, I think that GAC or slime for the purists out there, that I think that it's definitely just nostalgic, because it's definitely from the Double Dare space. It's definitely like, reminds me of those moments, but I don't think that it's something that I would necessarily want to play with. The Silly Putty, though, definitely on board with the Silly Putty still. So I am on board with Silly Putty.
A lot of this is all like satisfying, like tactile things. I'm gonna say that's an overused word in this by me in this episode, but that's kind of it. It was all just about feeling, like right, because the slime, the putty, the foam, the kinetic sand, everything besides it being crafty. Yeah, it was also about the satisfaction of like the feeling of it. Mm-hmm. The slime to me was the worst one. Yeah, like it was funny for a moment to make that farting noise, but then it was like, okay, for me now, like as a kid, it's a riot. Like when you first figure out that you can make farting noise with it. Yeah, that's all you're doing, and you're cracking up, and who can make the louder farting noise? And then it's like. Okay, and they came in a really cool package that made more noise because of the star, like. And they just got rid of that. That's stupid. Yeah, that was a bad play on them, because the package that I have just looks like a Play-Doh package. Yeah, and like you really had to get in there to like make the farting noise. Where the other one, I feel like all those little air pockets caused the more farting noise. So. Oh yeah, that definitely. I think they really messed up on that part. They should have kept that, but. Nostalgic to me, I think 100%, but I don't think that it goes, it's anything other than that. No. All right. Well, man, that was it, right? We came to an end with this. With it being in your hair. What would you call this, ladies and gentlemen, if we did not call this the right? I don't know. I guess it's going to be called gross. Well, now toys, I think it's going to be called gross toys because you got it in your hair, and so that's it. But look at that. People, what I feel like I have gum in my hair. That's what it feels like. I'll tell you that. Yeah. Anyways. But I think we did a good job. I think we can't wait for the next gross stuff to put to the test. Yeah, I think this was a good one. That's good meatball. And then yep. I'm looking forward to the next one. But if anyone has any gross toys or gross toy opinions or opinions on this episode, definitely drop it in the comments of this podcast. You can definitely hit subscribe, definitely like, and
keep that conversation going right there. You can find the podcast on Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Podcast Addict, Google Podcasts, all over the place. It's everywhere. Definitely make sure that you let us know that you like the episode. Send feedback. We, also if you have a nostalgia test that you'd like us to do, whether live for 15 minutes or a full episode, fill out that form at thenostalgiatest.com or email us at thenostalgiatest@gmail.com. And we will possibly maybe have you on because we always need another nostalgic expert.
Thank you, guys. I'm going to go wash my hair.
Go wash your hair, man. Thanks for listening to today's episode. Please subscribe to the Nostalgia Test podcast to know when new episodes drop. Don't forget to leave us 5 stars and a positive review so more people can find the podcast. Share your thoughts and memories on today's topic on our Twitter at Nostalgia Test and on Instagram at The Nostalgia Test. Tune in next time because you never know what pop culture will pop up on The Nostalgia Test.